filters. Bruh. When I elected to Congress, I'll always stand with Israel. Okay, dude. Very cool. Very cool. I guess you're not really all right, whatever. I wanna see Mark Cuban. Elon Musk effed up Twitter.
Twitter X is
3
just
months
such a
ago.
cesspool now, right?
Shit show.
It's a shithole, right? You
Yeah.
can't win no matter what. Everything like less and less time.
October.
Elon fucked that shit up, right?
Badly.
He fucked that shit up. But, you know, Instagram's still chill, TikTok's still chill, and there's other places, right, that aren't so bad where you can mess with people and have fun. But you just can't do it on Twitter.
This X conversation is important because, you know, as the conversation around like real radical free speech continues to like carry on here, I mean, that's kind of what you have there. And more so, Elon would probably say this isn't the case, but it seems to me that algorithmically the bad stuff is elevated.
Oh, I'll tell you exactly why. I read that shit, right? I'm a tech guy.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe they changed it, but I'm like, okay, you know, because I was giving Elon some shit about it. I
saw that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, let me just look at, because they open source their algorithms to their credit. And the way it works is called a nearest tree or something like that algorithm, where if you...
I muted myself. I'm a tech guy. I sold a radio station on the internet for $1 billion. I'm a tech guy.
You are a big user on X, Twitter, then and you have a lot of followers and those followers engage with you, then all the shit, not only your shit gets elevated, but all the people you engage with get elevated. So when Elon interacts with some of these crazy fucked up people, their shit gets elevated, and the people that they talk to, their shit gets elevated. That's that tree thing, right? So,
I've noticed it. I've noticed it when I because sometimes
your For You page turns into a shit show.
It's a disaster, and I'm not going to claim innocence. I've certainly have watched some of these school fights or played into some of these conspiracy theories when I read them because, like you, and I've seen it from you, the frustration that exists inside of me for the past 10 years watching this continue to just snowball is massive. And I know that it has been with you.
And it's tough. Like it's like 3 years ago on Twitter, right? You could engage with somebody and it could be real, right? And there can be an in-depth conversation where people are like, okay, you know, I'm learning something. I'm giving something and I'm getting something. That's a win-win. Now, oh my God, you say anything and it's just like, fucking trolls come out at night, right? And it's awful.
What's the solution?
Elon has got a...
Anonymous sent $5. Hey, Paul Tong, how's New York? Should I move to Boston or New York for my new financial? I want to make a lot of money.
If you're doing like biotech stuff, I would say Boston. Financial stuff, New York. And Boston, I think, is more like tech. I would recommend Boston, honestly, because both suck. I'm not really a city person. Some people are city people. They like cities. But if you don't really care, I would recommend Boston because I feel like New York is so cliquish. And maybe Boston's the same, but I feel like you probably have a better shot at like making a lot of money because a lot of people will be going to New York by default. But if you go to Boston, you might have more opportunities to get like a good job. And either way, you'll be miserable. But I think Boston, if I had to guess, there's slightly less competition or the competition is a little more legit. Whereas it's called Jew York for a reason. You know, there's a lot of Jews in Boston, any city really. But I think Boston is probably a better shot at making a lot of money if you have a serious degree. I could be totally wrong though. I don't know. I wouldn't know finance. I'm not a finance person. But I would guess. My hunch would be if you're a quality like hard worker and you're interested in like research and real stuff, not just like numbers crunching, like autistically and getting a fake job, I would think Boston would be better. I could be totally off though. Yeah, but if you look Jewish, go to New York. And if you look Asian, go to Boston, dude. In Boston, it's so funny how Asian it is. It is wild. Because there's Asians in New York, but it's crazy. You go to Boston and it's like Asian. You see more Asian people than white people. In my limited experience.
take himself out of the algorithm. And I posted that to him.
You think he's that, he as a player is that powerful, him personally?
He has 160 million users, and the algorithm's designed to amplify your biggest users and the people that they engage with. So if he just says, okay,
but if you go to New York,
myself from the algorithm.
Jew. And see, people get upset that I say that. But they're not upset that I say, oh, you go to Boston, it's Asian. It's like, bro, number one, it's harder to say Asian. So if I'm going to be racist, I'm probably being more racist when I say Asian. You know, versus saying Jew. But some people get upset at Jews. It's like, it's just true. There's more, it's like everywhere you look in New York City, Jews. Everywhere you look in Boston, in my opinion, is Asians. But apparently one's okay to say and one's not. I don't know. John owns you. Yeah, okay, Michael. We all know it's your alt.
Then, you know, when he says excellent or interesting or whatever the shit he posts, right? Because he knows that shit's just, it backdoors everything
Asian
that happens on Twitter.
And he can claim non-involvement because he's just writing, this is an interesting stat, but just by doing that,
it gets promoted everywhere.
Wild.
And then the people that promote with that post, that promote with that, all that shit just...
Yeah, you made me mad. I need to cool off. I'm going to take a break. We're going to listen to the album. I'm going to take a quick break because you've made me mad. All right, Michael? We're listening to the album. All right, until you learn to behave yourself. All right, sound good? Sound good. I can't even be here right now. All right, I'll come back when I'm ready. I can't deal with this right now. I hate you, Michael.
Wonder where I've been. I've been transcending. I done made it up to the heavens. Even as I'm counting blessings, still gripping weapons. I know homies out there doing 211s, yeah. Whoa. I've been getting death threats, still I'm out in the faith. Too many hoes got my name tatted. You gon' have to show me something else. Like, would you let me on the pills? Send me letters and a detox. So do me like them other hoes. Take it all, let me clean that. I keep watching on my fan down. All these hoes, they be fanned out. Got no trust for a damn thing. Think I handle what I'm really on. Pop a pill, get my kidneys gone. In the veil with the Simeon. Hold the stand so I lean on. If I'm ducking, let me dream on. They won't leave no bones. Chrome cowboy, Jerry Jones. I get high till I'm all alone. Dream on, 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 dream on. You know, I remember that one time I was talking to my brother on the phone, and he said, you know, I know you got Sage, I know you got your people around you, I know you got your money, I know you got this, I know you got that, and he's just, you know, naming off a bunch of stuff. And he was like, but I want you to know that I see you. And I didn't know what the fuck he meant by that. I'm like, what does that mean? And he was like, you still all alone. Good, say. They say that I died, but I ain't seen no light. All of this darkness, all these demons. Hope these perks gonna get me right. I keep reaching my hands down, hoping that Drake gon' hold me tight. I keep getting my heart broke, hoping that she gon' that shit. Took a trip to paradise. They could help me if they wanted. Guess I'll go and talk to Christ. Thinking about my brother, and I'm wondering if he thinking of me. Last time that I seen him, he was dead. Since then I ain't seen. Is this shit my fault? Did I leave him, or could I done different? They say that I'm blessed, but I'm failing to see what the gift is. Riding by my lonely, thinking about my family, tripping about they love. Don't give a fuck about Grammys, don't give a fuck about money, don't give a fuck about bitches, don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of it don't mean shit to me. Take a look at my history, wondering why trust hard to find. Places when we face to face, hard to tell you what's on my mind. I want to, but I can't cry. Want to, but I can't lie. I just gotta get high, cause I'm too busy to die. Take a look at what I become, wondering was it really worth it? Bro, just send me a text, maybe it's right. Maybe I didn't earn it. Tell me what's my purpose and why do I deserve it? Crashing out the road, show these pussies how to really swerve it. Telling my dad it won't be long till I get home, but that's a lot. Feel like Weezy in 07, I'm so high, I feel like that. Been like 20 years since the last time that I felt alive. Preacher looked me in my eyes, said damn bro, you dead aside. But I ain't seen no light. All of this darkness, all these demons. Hope these perks gonna get me right. I keep reaching my hand out, hoping that drink gon' hold me tight. I keep getting my heart broke, hoping that she gon' love me sight. Black out on another flight, right back where I started. Yeah, spilling my heart out on the mic. I can't figure this out, no, I don't see no end in sight. Filling my veins up with that shit. Took a trip to paradise. They could help me if they wanted. Guess I'll go and talk to Christ. Just hopped out new whip, already high as fuck. I just took a few hits, too gone, new phone. Pick up, I'm like, who this? I've been sipping mud, dirty cup, like it's so weird. Only love her when I'm faded off the floor. Yeah. I can feel the drugs running through my body. I was up there in ice, now my neck on hockey. When I die, I hope my bitches buried. Shot it. When I die, I fill my coffin up with codeine. Yeah, my bitch, she's sober, but she love a fucking dope fiend. I put Molly in my water, she thought it was protein. I can't tell you what it is, but can say what it don't mean. No, it's all crashing now, baby, I might OD. Okay, I'm on a new wave. Hey, been pushing Hellcat, I'm on a new pace. Yeah. I start rolling, this shit a new face. Yeah, still on that same shit, but in a new way. Yeah. Twin bitches, I got twin businesses. I got killers around me and they killer senses. Can't tell who's who no more, I can't tell the difference. Don't think I'm from this earth, dog, I'm just too different. Pop another bird, I just up my senses. Two Glocks on me, they did my essentials. Listen to your daddy, better pushing pencils. Now pause the instrumental. I just hopped out new whip, already high as fuck. I just took a few hits, too gone, new phone. Pick up, I'm like, who this? I've been sipping mud, dirty cup, like it's so weird. Only love her when I'm faded off the floor. Yeah. I can feel the drugs running through my body. I was up there in ice, now my neck on hockey. When I die, I hope my bitches buried. Shot it. When I die, I fill my coffin up with codeine. Yeah, my bitch, she's sober, but she love a fucking dope fiend. I put Molly in my water, she thought it was protein. I can't tell you what it is, but can say what it don't mean. No, it's all crashing now, baby, I might OD. Did good, say.
Break them hoes, rag clean, smoke your dope.
praying to a glass pipe. Chewing fentanyl, wishing that it'd be my last bite. Mentally I'm suffering emotions that I struggle with. Feeling that I'm not enough from trauma when I was a kid. I'm shedding tears as I'm singing this. Blow my head off and I leave me with a fingerprint. Am I everything you dreamed of me as a kid? Reduced to broken pieces just to play with as you wish. Oh, I'm so sick of fucking faking, taking medication. Only time I feel okay. Oh, just stay the fuck away, stay the fuck away, stay the fuck away, stay the fuck away. Money in my problems, this here on the bottom. Promises to change, paint my face what looks asylum. Straight L's in my column, back to back to back to back. You ever love someone but way too fucking scared to get attached? Feelings of abandonment, always fail to manage it. Dress it up with diamond chains, money, hoes and matching cribs. Way too scared to have a kid, could I even handle it? Always dreaming of it till my family bring me back to here. Right here in this moment, hey, it's me the doormat. Been blessed with all the shit, just to not even enjoy it. No, I don't wanna go on anymore. Life been so different since my papa left this world. I often wonder if he's proud and I'm not sure. Who could love what I become? I'm sure no one.
On them drugs, I've been on the edge. Yeah, I feel like I'm dying, I feel like I'm dead. Yeah, way too many perks, I can feel nothing. Yeah, maybe off the sex, I might feel something. Yeah, looking at the time, like where did it go? Yeah, trying to figure out, but I'll never know. Will I empty out this clip or I overdose? Either way, I got to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, all this fucking money, it don't mean nothing. Yeah, all this fucking money just to mean something. Yeah, life passing by at the speed of light. Yeah, life passing by, was it worth the price? Yeah, searching on my life for the motherfucking wrong thing. Hoping it's a dope man every time the phone rings. Sick of picking up the phone game. I'll be going somewhere, but it probably won't be home, man. Yeah, pray for my mama, she losing her mind. Yeah, pray for my daddy, hoping to die. Yeah, off of that Eddie and off of that speed. All of that money, come with the green. Feel that pain, I know what I need. Dirty cup, fucking fill it up. Don't wanna hear shit, I don't wanna hear nothing. Don't wanna feel shit, looking for the kill switch. Only here cause them pills, they help me live. How could they understand with the world in my hands? Can't even go outside and be just another man. Every girl I tend to meet, just another fan. Every girl I tend to leave with 100 grand. Yeah, think I'm fella with saves, think about marrying the two. Yeah, just tell me that you gonna stay, can't take you early too. Yeah, sipping on fit with the bar, the wish you was hitting me hard. Yeah, look at my dad in the eyes, but I'm still missing my phone. Yeah, whipping that rose like I can't, looking like I need a perk. Yeah, I ping him out like any bad, this ain't whoever is at. Yeah, I ride around Yeah, I've been on them drugs, I've been on the edge. Yeah, I feel like I'm dying, I feel like I'm dead. Yeah, way too many perks, I can feel nothing. Yeah, maybe off the sex, I might feel something. Yeah, looking at the time like when did it go? Yeah, trying to figure out, but I'll never know. Will I empty out this clip or I overdose? See the way I'm about to let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Looking at this like let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, all this fucking money, it don't mean nothing. Yeah, all this fucking money just to mean something. Yeah, life passing by at the speed of light. Yeah, life passing by, was it with the price? You did good, say. Okay, yeah, hold up, pull up, yeah, hold up, pull up, yeah, pull up, pull up. Just pull up in that kid, I'm pulling up, it's scared, I'm pulling it, I'm pulling up on rats, I'm pulling up with cats and fishing back, I pull up with my bitch, I'm turning up the switch, come pull up with the list, I pull up with the blitz, I pull up, yeah. I just pulled up on no walk, I cannot give a fuck, yeah. I just pulled up with the mop, I'ma sweep them in blood, yeah. I just pulled up with the lamb, I made it again, yeah. I just pulled up with the plant, pull up with the really don't give a fuck what they be saying. For I've been with you, I ain't been saying. All that I know is that they gotta pay. I'm over that gang and I'm mopping that leg. Jump out that TRX, hop in the beans. Jump out that bitch and I hop in the twin. Hop out that hair, my chinny chin. All of that money that I gotta, all of that money that I gotta spend. All of the cash I could never blow. Hop on, up in the motherfucking loop. Up in the hood, but they cannot go. Pull up with fire, pull up with gas. Don't need my dog, I bought my leg. Don't need my brother, I bought my road. Shit is a blessing, a blessing, my blues. Yeah, I'm on the handle like Harley. I'm on them pills like Hardy. Might buy my bitch a new Barbie. I'ma y'all lit like I'm Cardi. Yeah, jump out the crib of the view. Even from up in the stool. I feel the wind from the beach, yeah. You feel the wind from the tube, yeah. I keep that motherfucking glide, that motherfucking chop, that motherfucking cannon gon' go. I brought my bitch on the road to show her she trippin' by nothing to worry about. Swerving that motherfucking road, swerving that motherfucking cab, I'm going insane. Swerving that motherfucking lanes, still got that motherfucking aim, right down in the face. I did my pull of the rate, had to go take all my money and take it out chase. Give me a big fucking bank, give me a big fucking bank, to bake all this cake. I just might go into space, talking with aliens, only time that I can need. That for my motherfucking seat, put you come try if you want it, drop in that shit. Pull up in that kid, I'm pulling up and scared. I just pulled up in that kid, I'm pulling up and scared. I'm pushing with my bitch, I'm turning up the switch. Come pull up with the list, I pull up with the blitz, I pull up. Okay, yeah, hold up, pull up, yeah, hold up, pull up, yeah, pull up, yeah, pull up. I just pulled up in that kid, I'm pulling up and scared. I'm pulling up on rats, I'm pulling up with cats and pushing back. I pull up with my bitch, I'm turning up the switch. Come pull up with the list, I pull up with the blitz, I pull up. Yeah. I just pulled up with no walk, I cannot give a fuck. Yeah. I just pulled up with the mop, I'ma sweep up in blood. Yeah. I just pulled up with the lamb, I made it again. Yeah. I just pulled up with the black, pull up with the really don't give a fuck what they be saying. For I've been with you, I ain't been saying. All that I know is that they gotta pay. I'm over that gang and I'm mopping the leg. Jump out that TRX, hop in the beans. Jump out that bitch and I hop in the twin. Hop out that hair, my chinny chin. All of that let's go. Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, let's go. I got that fire on me, I got that 9 on me, I got that drink on me. I'm the one they won't be, I'm the one she gon' call, I'm the one she won't see. Baby, I'm ballin' too hard, all of that cash made me lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, such a lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, such a lonely boy. Yeah, flooding my wrist just to drown on my bitch. Yeah, they try to cross me, they getting burned with the bridge. Yeah, can't run from the truth, dog. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm telling you who, dog. I am what I am. I just want pull up coops. I just want know my pain. I just want pop on Zans. Count down till it fades. Looking back at my past, ain't much shit I changed. Why you tryna play these games? Like we don't die the same. Took me about her frame. I took her out of my sight. 2 guns by my waist. Who wanna try my life? Void in me gets bigger. Sipping on all to feel it. I'm just getting sicker, and that money won't heal it. Yeah, such a lonely boy. Yeah, such a lonely boy. Yeah, ducking up off these pills, but I don't get no sleep. They say family free, but my blood ain't cheap. Tell my brother to chill, be anything but me. All of these perks and pills, I'm anything but free. Baby, you cute and all, but when you talk, it blow my heart. Where the fuck all this money gonna go when I die? Lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, such a lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, lonely boy, such a lonely boy. I just want pull up coops, I just want know my pain, I just want pop on Zans, count down till it fades. Looking back at my past, ain't much shit I changed. Why you tryna play these games? Like we don't die the same. I've been looking in the mirror, can't see it any clearer.
and I don't know why, I don't know why.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down. Too many cars, too many hoes, too many drugs. I just blam down. Too many bars, too many homes, too many guns. Yeah, I just blam down. Yeah, top down in that coupe, bitch, we way past Mercedes. I got many women begging me for a baby. I got many men, and they wishing they're so mad. Chopper by my side with a full clip on it, it go blam, 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 blam. Yeah, straight coloring it inside macaroni. Gotta watch the ops, cause my gang watch for me. God by my side, but I'm never ever losing. God by my side, so I'm always riding solo. You know I push it buttons, you know I'm good for everything, and they good for nothing. Hit the launch pad, you know I blame the glutton. They're like 700 horses taking off from nothing. Yeah, blam. I just be blaming when I'm on the track. I just be blaming the motherfucking pack. I just be blaming the motherfucking bands. Yeah, blam. I just be blaming the motherfucking clock. Cause I'm blaming the motherfucking block. All of them blaming the motherfucking clock. Yeah, jumping and hopping, that's real. Pop me his head for my nerves. I'm kicking it, geeking it, geeking it, geeking it, throwing up perks in the purse. Yeah, I just been winning no L's, yeah. All in my inches, they yeah. Feeling my percent the heavens and flexing it. I'm in the strap of the hell, yeah. Blame on that dummy, they like take his honey and been there on fuck on top of my money. My wrist is too sunny, my chin is too sunny, my cup is too money, my exes on money. Begging his bitches, I'm level his bitches, I'm burning the bridges and building the bridges. Blame on the witness, I blame with the speed. Blame on these bitches and suck on my D. I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down, yeah, blam. I just blam down. Too many cars, too many hoes, too many drugs. I just blam down. Too many bars, too many homes, too many guns. Yeah, I just blam down. Yeah, top down in that coupe, bitch, we way past Mercedes. I got many women begging me for a baby. I got many men, and they wishing they're so mad. Chopper by my side with a full clip on it, it go blam, 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 blam. Too many cars, too many hoes, too many drugs. I just blam down. Too many bars, too many homes, too many guns. I just blam down. Too many cars, too many hoes, too many drugs. I just blam down. Too many bars, too many homes, too many guns. Yeah, I just blam down. You did good, say. Yeah, ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime.
bitch, I said for real. Ride for the 5 and I suffer the 9. I thought for my summer, I did say, yeah. Ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime, slide for my slime. Yeah, ride for my slime. I just got up on that jet, I swear I just touch heaven. Yeah, man, little bitch up on my side, I told her yeah forever. Yeah, window too hot now, I'm stuck, I'm gon' be rich forever. Yeah, bitch, I rap for mine, they say it's
All right. I calm down. I calm down. Is he gone? Is Michael gone? Is Michael gone? I hope he's gone, dude. Michael's not gone. I might have another Spurg out. Oh, he's back, dude. Should I leave again? All right. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought people would be sending like fart donations. Horses having sex. Where did Signal Boot go? Signal Boot's gone. So I've been waiting for him to send like a $1,000 horse sex donation, but he hasn't. He's been busy. Let's watch the rest of this.
It just amplifies.
Viewership went up. Let's see what we're up to at viewership right now. It's over. 128 people watching. That's crazy. I just wasted like 7 hours worth of human productivity.
And gets amplified. And so if he just said, you know, because he still has 160 million followers. So if he posts, 160 million people have a chance to see it, but you just don't want that shit in.
Let's see this.
Now, you know, social media has changed. It's no longer social. And
Mark Cuban unplugged. Give me the full Mark Cuban video, dude. Is this it?
student. And so what did I have to lose?
Where's Mark Rubenstein? What is the source for this video? Billionaire that grew up in my area heard about my business and his rep wants to meet with me and my dad. Go for it, dude. Go for it. But realize number one, ethnicity. Realize that. Number two, realize billionaires aren't nice. Like, you're not getting something for nothing if something happens. But just say it's like something cool, and you get a good amount of money, even though you're getting screwed over, and that money helps you live. It's still worth it, because if you have one good idea, you'll have a billion, as long as you can execute on it, and maybe use it even if you get screwed over as an opportunity to learn something. Because otherwise you're not gonna. But also don't spurg out about race stuff. Who cares? Let them screw you over. Paul called John, he's crying. No, he called black people stupid. He said black people are retarded. Because that's what he's saying. He's saying jail is for stupid people. What do we know? Mostly black people are in jail. So he said black people are stupid, and I don't appreciate that. I'm not a fan of racists like John from Fish Tank. So until he apologizes and says black people aren't stupid, and jail isn't for stupid people and violent people and criminals, I don't want to hear his stupid lisping racist voice. Very ironic that people who say they're the master race always end up with serious lisps. Maybe if you weren't mentally challenged, you wouldn't think you'd be a part of the master race. Very ironic. People who call themselves the master race tend to have severe deficits in IQ, the ability to speak properly, to enunciate. Very strange, but it's a common trend.
Now, social media has changed. It's no longer social. And since Twitter became X, I mean, like I was telling you, Yasmin.
He's white, I think. He's helping money to the area he grew up in to revitalize it. Cool. Go for it then. Don't talk about politics. Never let your guard down with billionaires. Don't do drugs in front of them. Don't have sex with hookers while you're doing any of this at all, but especially don't do drugs, anything at all, Adderall. Don't do any of that. Don't talk about racist stuff, especially verbally. If you talk verbally, you will get recorded and eventually you will be screwed over. And just do the business and be a businessman and leave all this stuff behind. That's, my ideal is just say you got that sort of job, you just disappear from Twitter, disappear from, don't even check in, just do stuff, just work. And you'll probably get screwed over and then you can come back to being racist. But, if you get an opportunity like that, you go, yeah, I didn't do that. So I'm saying this from a position of like, it worked out, but I probably would have been better if I was just like autistic about it. So don't do internet stuff. Don't do politics. Don't talk about politics. Whenever it comes up, be like, yeah, I don't really think it's productive. And that's not really a productive use of my time. And anything that you're doing that's racist or sexist, keep it 100% to yourself. Do not talk about it over text. Do not talk about it verbally. Do not get drunk. Never get drunk if you're, a CEO, because you'll make bad decisions, say stuff you shouldn't say, get blackmailed, stuff like that. Basically, from now on, if you do this, you have to be straight edge and be like a sociopath. And don't do anything messed up. Don't do drugs. Don't do that sort of stuff. Have you ever had sex with a hooker, Paul? No, not that I'm aware of.
Like when I get Jew ban, I get you're not white, you're Jewish. I get tell the Jew to shut the fuck up. And I just bookmark them. Twitter has become.
I just bookmarked. I put them on a list. What's it with you using making lists? I thought the Nazis did that.
Just a cesspool for hate. And so trying to go there and change people's mind. I mean, I've seen people try, and then everybody just gangs up. And Instagram just people.
I'm an office nigga, and it's crazy how lefties go off in the corporate trap. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta let them be retarded. Because you're not gonna get rid of them. They're not gonna have a Holocaust, sorry. Sorry, we're not gonna have a Holocaust, we're not gonna have a race war. But what will happen is trailer trash tends to attack other trailer trash. Leave it alone, and they'll start to attack each other. That's all you need to do. Leave it alone. And whenever you're involved in it, be like, you support, I support trans people. I think they should have some free speech. I support Muslims. I think everybody should, it's not my business. I'm white, but I support them. They can do what they want. It's not really my business. I'm not white or Jew. I'm not Arab or Jewish. So it's like, I can see both sides. It's not really my fight. So and you'll probably be punished for it anyway, but let them be retarded with each other.
And then same with LinkedIn, it's just not that platform. Social media, I don't see as being that place. I think you've got to go face to face. I'd rather, that's why when I have these conversations,
just be a liberal.
Where I know people.
Nah, just to be an autistic spur who's like fun, bring like party toys, little gadgets and widgets. Don't drink. Because if you start drinking, and I know this myself, if you start drinking, it's much harder to stop drinking socially because people expect you to drink. And then if you don't drink from the beginning, and people are like, oh, he doesn't drink. But if you drink, people invite you to places and they want you to do stuff and they ask you to drink and you say, I don't know. And then and then they'll make everything weird about it. And they're like, oh, he has a problem. So don't do that. And it's not really been like the way for me, but it could be. It could be if I was a social person.
People are going to disagree with me, whether it's DEI or whatever.
Dude, what's the source of this podcast? The Circle and the Line? Fine, I'll do the reverse search here. Crunchbase? Zencaster? I'm guessing it's Crunchbase podcast or Crunchbase conference.
Smart people are going to learn through those 100 meetings, and the pitch is probably going to get a lot better at meeting 100.
Dude, it can't be this hard to find the source of a retarded video. Past week. Filters, past week. Sort by view count. Found it. Bob Dole, link it, dude. Thank you. How is that so hard? Bro, dude. 66 views? How? This can't be the original upload because dang. How? How is that even possible? These people are so retarded. Nobody actually likes or cares about them. That's crazy.
That's interesting. So I heard you the little video you sent by Hilal's request after October 7th talking about anti-Semitism. And one of the things you said...
Mark Schitskis. Dude, his hair is fake.
Was there's always going to be people. It was, if you haven't seen it, it went very viral in Israel. It was like a comforting message to all the students that felt...
Dude, we got to do this again. We always have to do this retarded thing. We got to set the tone for the whole view.
This is what no one can say.
Why do you think
about Jews? Here's a big thing about Jews.
Love it.
How many fucking people that are Jewish have won the Nobel Prize? I mean, it's astonishing.
Yeah, massive amount. Percentage-wise?
Yeah. If you're looking at like a characteristic, like
who's giving out the prize, dude? Who's voting?
It's so funny, dude.
Forget.
It's a good point. It's a good point. There's no Jews left in Norway.
It's just Jews voting. They're like, you know who's the best? Us again. Wow.
That's the best Jewish voice ever.
Oh my God, it's us again. Wow.
That's just Christopher Walken. Wow. You've like combined Woody Allen with like some sitcom star. I'm trying to figure out who it is.
You couldn't help but make it like a little more redneck.
And the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize for best guy goes to us again.
All right, back to this.
One of the things you said was there's always going to be people. It was, if you haven't seen it, it went very viral in Israel. It was like a comforting message to all the students that felt that, attacked or hurt by anti-Semitism. And one of the things you said, we just have to acknowledge that there are people that will hate us, and there's nothing we can do about it. And the nothing we can do about it, I want to tell you, I disagree. There's got, yes, some people, will always hate us, but there are many people that hate us just because they don't understand or because they don't know. And there's a lot we can do.
I agree.
One thing is like the video you did and like all of the, public diplomacy and sharing stories and highlighting.
Well, I didn't say we couldn't change minds, right? What I said was there's always going to be people who hate us. That's just the history of the Jews. That's not all of a sudden, in my mind, that's not all of a sudden going to change. There's always going to be idiots. At least on social media, we know who they are.
And you have a list.
Got him.
Yeah. And you're not going to, there's a lot of people whose minds you are
Bro, why is he wearing, this is a creepy thing too, owning a basketball team and then being like a creepy freak. He's trying to dress like a teenager just by being 57 million years old.
not going to change. And then when I said, that's not what matters. What matters is who loves us and who we love. Because that's what matters. That's who defines us. It's not the people who hate us that define us. It's the people we love and that who love us. And that's what's made us.
That's true. That is a good point. That is true. Obviously, it's not real. It's kind of, I got to give credit where credit is due. That's how it works. That's how a mentally healthy person who's being honest, that's what they would say. The problem is this is a mentally unwell person who's being dishonest.
Strong. That's why we can be 15, 16 million people in the entire world, and have the impact we have because of who we are together. And that was the point I wanted to make to the kids at Hillel. Because, I'm sure we've all here experienced anti-Semitism at some level. I have. But I think...
It's so funny, always talking about anti-Semitism. It's like everybody here who's white or male or straight, even if you're not white, if you're like a straight person who's anti-liberal and you're like a right-wing person, right, black, obviously white way more than other groups, but Asian, black, even Jewish people who are not Jewish, like ethnically Jewish people who don't support stuff, they get discriminated against. Not to the same degree, but they do. Especially if they're like Christian, if they become Christian. Then they get really discriminated against if they're sincerely Christian and not faking. But I have 100%, I don't care, dude. It's like, but this guy's never experienced discrimination. It's always the people who are like, I'm a billionaire from selling a radio.com. It's like, dude, you didn't experience discrimination. If you're on a stage with a bunch of other successful people who are all Jewish, you probably didn't experience discrimination. You probably got preferential treatment. I've experienced discrimination, and it's fine. It's not fine, but it's like, it doesn't tear me up. Ideally, white people would have power, and ideally they would have the ability to hire based on merit. I wouldn't even want preference, and that's because I'm a libtard. But ideally, white people could be, not punished by Jewish people, and punished by minorities, and punished by even white people for being white. Yeah, I actually don't like preference. I don't like preference outside of family or friends. And even friends, I don't really like that because I think it's bad for a company. But I think it should go, family, strongest preference, like your actual family. Then a little bit of preference. Then like preference to country people in your side of your country. And it's a preference to talent first. It should be like your family is slightly less preferential than talent. Talent first, family. Maybe a little more family than talent. I don't know. Then it should go, friends, slightly. And then it should be country people. And it's just like stupid, dude. You get preferential treatment everywhere you go. You're like literally, and it's calling a black person the N-word. That's the same thing. If you call a Jew, it's like what a black person acts like when you call them an N-word. And that's crazy because the N-word is a derogatory term for black people. And Jew is a Jew. And so it's like calling a Jewish person Jew is saying the N-word, which means that their actual descriptor is like associated with so much negative stuff, such as like just like the N-word is associated with so much negative stuff. It just means so it's just Jews are bad. It's crazy.
To try to change each and everybody's mind is futile, but that doesn't mean
not everyone. Some.
Well, no, that everyone, right? But that doesn't mean you don't. Where you run into somebody and you can have a relationship and have a conversation, you have that conversation, right? Do I think just posting on social media is going to change minds? No, people, particularly now, social media has changed. It's no longer social.
Whoa.
And
this is going to be a Lex Friedman. I think a better word for social media would be anti-social media. Whoa, dude. Joe Rogan, you smoked a big blunt tonight.
Since Twitter became X, I mean, like I was telling you, Yasmin, like when I get Jew ban, I get, you're not white, you're Jewish.
That's once again, people say you're not, like Matt Munn, and I understand the Jewish perspective. When Matt Munn thought I was mostly Polish, instead of being only 70% Polish, he would always call me, say, you're Polish. And he would post the racial graph. So I understand the feeling of hurt. But people say, oh, Irish people aren't white. Polish people aren't white. And they're white. Not really. I don't actually, once again, I'm like, white people are actually not really white people. There's like very, very big differences between Eastern Europeans and Northern Europeans or Western Europeans, or, somebody who's Dutch is way different than somebody who's even Spanish, or, French, or French is way different than German. And think about how close they are. But still, it's like, dude, this is not discrimination or somebody say a mean thing. Get over it, dude. I don't care. It's funny, okay? It's actually retarded. It's so pathetic, bro. To be like, number one, you're not white, okay? If you're actually Jewish, which you're not, so you are white. You're like Polish, Khazarian. I break from Nick on that. I do believe they're not actually Jews. Irish people are Jews. But pretending you guys are actually Jewish, you're not white then. You're Middle Eastern, dude. What are you talking about? You're not white. That's like, what's the problem here?
I get, tell the Jew to shut the fuck up.
Once again, that's fine, dude. It's just like a rude thing. That'd be like, just tell that woman to shut up. Or tell that Jew to shut up. Tell that blackie to shut up. It's not like tell that N-word to shut up. It's not like they're saying tell that kike to shut up. Now maybe they would if they wouldn't get banned. But they're just literally just saying tell that X accurate descriptor to shut up. That's fine. Like, literally just chill out, dude. You're a billionaire.
And I just bookmark them. Twitter has become just a cesspool for hate. And so trying to go there and...
So whose penis is larger? I hear Drake's is. I haven't seen either. I'm one of the few people left in the world who hasn't seen Drake's penis or Hunter Biden's penis.
People's mind. I mean, I've seen people try, and then everybody just...
Oh, I was saying Irish people are the original Jews years ago. Yeah, you've told me that before. I never thought about that. Because when I thought I was like 16% Jewish, or Irish, sorry. Freudian slip. I hated my Irish side. Then when I realized I'm like 40% Irish, or 39%, I said, I gotta pretend I love being Irish. So I tricked myself into being awesome.
Gangs up. And Instagram, just people avoid it. And then same with LinkedIn, it's just not that platform. Social media, I don't see as being that place. I think you've got to go face to face.
That's what Andrew Anglin did.
When I have
that's kind of like self-loathing. It's like a Jewish person finding it. It's like that movie with Ryan Gosling as the Jew. He finds out he's Jewish. He's like a Nazi first, and he finds out he's Jewish.
Conversations, I go where I know people are going to disagree with me. Whether it's DEI or whatever. And with anti-Semitism,
I like the Indian jacket. Thank you.
It's harder, and it's more emotional. But where you can go face to face, I think you can change minds, and I think that is the important part.
I agree with the face to face. I think, this is like we can talk hours about this, but I think social media is.
Bro, I want to see Mark Cuban and Sam Hyde face to face. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny, dude. Like Sam Hyde be so rude, because Mark Cuban's big. He's like a Hulk. He's actually tall, I think. So it'd be so funny for him, because he's obviously what he's saying that he's like wants to bully people, but it'd be hilarious to see somebody like taller and more deranged than him. Just be like really rude,
polarizing, because the algorithm rewards like whatever.
Especially Twitter, right? I mean, if
you're saying Cuban isn't really Jewish, yeah, he's like Eastern European. He's like a gypsy, Polish gypsy.
Elon's credit, he posts the algorithm. I read it, and
that makes sense too, because Polish people are retarded. And even though I know I'm part Polish, Polish people are stupid. That's my when I'm retarded, I'm Polish. But that's why Jews are retarded, because they're Polish, dude.
And basically, it's a tree algorithm where it says whoever gets the most attention and the people who follow the person.
And you think about it too, and this is, sorry for keep interrupting this genius, but who are the people who whine more about like World War II almost than Jews? The only people who are like as bad or almost worse about like World War II are Polish people. It's so funny. The only people who like hold a weird grudge and are mentally ill about the Holocaust in a way where they're like victims, it's Polish people. It's so funny.
Most attention, the accounts who get the most attention get the most rewards. Well, who has the biggest account? Who?
Qatar, they said country.
Oh, Qatar is the biggest account? No.
Who was the biggest?
Oh, they're funny. No, Elon's got the biggest account. Yeah. And his views and the people who agree with him get the most response on Twitter. And it's unfortunate, but that's the way it works. And as Elon has gone in the direction he's gone, so is Twitter.
So I'll ask one last question and then I'll.
Why did they pull across the road? Because the cars are electric vehicles now, so they can't steal them. So they have to walk.
Their questions. I know you have invested at least in one Israeli startup because they're alumni of our program. Actually, you have invested in one of our alumni. What is your take about what's going to happen to the tech ecosystem in Israel following October 7th? Do you think investors will be reluctant, or actually even I see some that want to go out of the way to look at Israeli startups? How do you think it's going to pan out?
I think as time goes by, that hesitancy will decline. Because like we were talking earlier, when it's all top of mind and it's in the media continuously here in the States, then people are like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, and that impacts how they think. The reality is you don't see it in the media nearly as much anymore, and so people tend to go back to normal. That's just, we have short attention spans here in the United States, and we tend to forget what's not right in front of us. And so I think already you're starting to see a lack of hesitancy at all. Now, that's not to say investors are excited to go to Israel, because I know I've talked to people who talk.
Well, I'm considering going to community college and know you did the same. Is it worth it for coding jobs? I'm not really sure what the coding is going to work out for with AI, but I would say if you're black and you're not just trolling the whole time, I would say yes. Unironically, I would say yes, and just lean into being black, and you could even become trans. Honestly, if you went trans, I would go for a state school. I would go for a state school and get a full scholarship. Be pro-Jew, you get in right away, dude. And you'll get a job right out of it.
Afraid to go for better or worse. That's just the reality. But in terms of investment, I don't think there's going to be hesitancy at all. And again, where there's hesitancy, there's opportunity.
Amazing. Actually,
because what I'm doing is not really programming. I'm doing some programming like Ferret and Blue Jay and soon to be some LLM stuff. But I'm really just leveraging like infamy, leveraging just like a platform and a connection to Nick and my humor and my rudeness, lack of empathy for people, and I'm doing some programming. So I wouldn't really risk it if you're just doing programming, trying to being self-taught. Because worst case scenario, you don't need it, but you still have it. What if you need it and you don't have it? It's better to have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it.
Thanks, Marcos.
Okay, we'll open for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we want you to come to Israel. I mean, Palantir just did the board meeting in Israel. Peter Thiel went with Alex Karp, and I think Safra Katz was just there. So Jerry Seinfeld came. It's fun. It is. I mean, Israel is a good place usually, but now I think it's more important than ever. So we're looking forward to. Here's an official invite. We're looking forward to seeing you in Israel.
One-person billion-dollar companies are possible now with LLMs and basic. I think maybe game companies. I don't think one person. I think maybe 3-5 people. But also, I don't even believe in that stuff. I really do think like that's all like who you know at a certain point. I don't think it's I don't think for people who are not connected it's ever possible. And I could be totally wrong. But I can't think of anybody who didn't think about every single person besides like Steve Jobs. They basically all were connected to people. So I don't think a big company. But you don't need $1 billion company. But definitely a multi-million-dollar company, definitely. But I think it's really hard, and I think it is getting harder and harder to have any sort of consumer app or that sort of thing. But if you make something for a real problem, like a hard problem that people use, and you go to like conferences and you sell the tech for like farmers or blue collar people that benefits them in some way, I think you definitely could do that. Or like, stay at home moms, upper middle class moms, or that sort of thing. Otherwise, I don't think you're gonna get funding. I think it is like a boys club. I think it is it's not a boys club. But you don't need that. You don't need to. But easily, if you're one person, you're making $800,000 a year or something. That's very feasible to make like a few million. A few million is probably pretty hard, but once you get up to a certain level, it probably isn't that hard. If you're making like 500 grand a year, that means you probably have a formula that you probably could easily turn into millions. That I would say it probably wouldn't be that hard in terms of, it would be hard, but it wouldn't be impossible. You have to be smart and working hard to do it properly. I don't think that's unreasonable if you have a good idea and you're a hard worker to get.
So I want to ask about lots of things. We didn't talk about basketball. We didn't talk about the crypto. We didn't talk about
the interior
dancing.
AI. Yeah, that's a cool thing. There's just like AI stuff where you can redesign like your room, or stuff like clothing apps where you can see what something would look on you. Like that's cool, especially now with like what we saw with Dignify, where people are putting like clothes on naked women or on people dressed lewdly. That definitely is feasible to do. I don't know how to do it properly yet, but definitely a real possibility. Or you could sell like a dark web. Like honestly, you could probably make a good amount of money if you were like in Russia or somewhere, or you're doing it privately, where you sell like an app where people can take a picture and they pay like a monthly subscription on Monero, and it uploads it to your server and it makes them naked in public. Like that would be something, and you would get like word of mouth. You get shut down probably, or like if you weren't really careful, you'd probably get in big trouble. But definitely you could sell that sort of thing, like Nudify or something, and somebody pays you with crypto like Monero, and for like a subscription. And they take a picture of random people, and it makes them nude. But then you get like arrested for child porn very quickly.
The stars, which is like my favorite topic. I'm just gonna ask one word question, and then I'll open for your question. What was your favorite style on Dancing with the Stars?
You think coding's going away with AI? No, it's definitely transforming. I think it's going to be like interactive, more interactive. It's more just like, going from a shovel to a earth mover. You're going to be able to do a lot more. And the way you code might be different, but the same people who are coding and designing stuff are still going to be coding and designing stuff in whatever way, just in a more efficient way, hypothetically. Not even hypothetically, definitely. In a more efficient way, and more, able to get more stuff done. It's just going to amplify the ability to make stuff for people who want to make stuff.
I know it was a long time ago. For me, it was recent.
Yeah, probably the Foxtrot.
I knew it.
Dance.
I was going to guess
That
Foxtrot.
was my first dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever like I'm somewhere and the song comes on, it's an old song, I'm like, But you can Mark Cuban Dancing with the Stars. Just Google it.
I Googled it and I watched them all.
Good. That was good.
This is what no one can say.
Why do you think
about Jews? Here's a big thing about Jews.
Love it.
How many fucking people that are Jewish have won the Nobel Prize? I mean, it's astonishing.
Yeah, massive amount. Percentage-wise?
Yeah. If you're looking at like a characteristic, like
who's giving out the prize, dude? Who's voting for the new? That's what you never forget.
It's a good point. It's a good point. There's no Jews left in Norway.
It's just Jews voting. They're like, who's the best? Us again. Wow.
That's all it is, dude.
Good.
It was an amazing, for me, it was an amazing experience, especially stepping out of my comfort zone. I mean, I'm on Shark Tank, I'm on TV, I can talk on stage, I can talk when, but this is within my comfort zone of work. But then, like, wearing those outfits, you didn't have to wear the dresses.
You see it? Yes. I didn't have to wear
I had to wear those dresses, which I never wear, and dance, and then people judge you. I mean, I think for me, the big exercise was actually really, like, stepping out of my comfort zone, which is something I like.
Couldn't help but make it like a little more
redneck. The Nobel Prize for Best Guy goes to us again.
Back then,
This is what
I was on the 2 most watched episodes of Dancing with the Stars at 22 million people live. So can you imagine walking out there, now dancing the Foxtrot, Mark Cuban and his partner, Kim Johnson.
You looked so happy in the Fox. You looked so happy, like a natural.
I was terrified. And you know what the judges said?
Let's see how he goes. Let's see how he does it.
Thanks. Kicking. fierce competitor.
Dude.
This is how we
rent rooms to let 50 cents. No phone.
Bro, you're being dragged around.
No pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I but 2 hours of shitting broom.
There's no rotation on his upper body, bro.
4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road.
Dude, sucks. I could do better. I don't even dance.
After me, they're like, they called him the, and by the way, I had just had my hip replaced 9 weeks earlier. And so it was great rehab, right? And so.
What does this have to do with anything,
my
dude?
partner, Kim Johnson, married Robert Herjavec on Shark Tank. But dancing out there, it was like, I had Marie Osmond, I beat Floyd Mayweather, but Marie Osmond like fainted and there was this big deal and da-da-da. It was hysterical, but it was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Okay, so I'm going to open to your questions. Noah here has the mic. Oh, you're going to use my mic? No, take another one. Guy has a question over there. Here's the mic. You can, give him the mic. Start with Guy. Go for it.
You always get the questions, Guy. You always get the questions.
Hi, thanks for being here. We highly appreciate it.
Thank you.
So that's the basketball question, but it's also, maybe it's a DEI question. Since you blocked Elon, you might not know what he replied to you, so I'm going to paraphrase. When should we expect to see a short white Jew on the Mavs?
When one is good enough to play in the NBA, that's when you'll see one.
I think we have a name for you, right? Danny Avdia?
Denny's good, but he's not short. Yeah.
Well, shorter. Okay.
Yeah, he's strong. He's really good, but he's big and he's strong. He can play.
Yeah. So the real question is, you sold the Mavs, but you still retain. I mean, you still manage it. So how is that going to work? I mean, I'm trying to think of.
Before. I've got great partners, and
Dude, I don't care about this trash.
No, it's okay. I can walk fast.
Thank you for coming out. Really enjoyed the talk. You talked a lot about healthcare and coming from a family of doctors. Certainly see all the problems. Curious your thoughts on the healthcare provider side in terms of doctors, nurses, people that charge you $1,000 to go look at your skin for 30 seconds. How do we solve that?
For their all positions after the and the that means and a big hospital system or whatever it would be as to how you spend more time with your patients or as much time as needed.
Thanks for being here, Mark. Big fan. Watched every Shark Tank episode, and my favorite moment is when you call bullshit on people making claims.
Oh, I love when people try to scam us.
Back to the clearest and most inclusive DEI definition I've heard. And I think that is the biggest misconception. If you were to ask me, am I a believer in DEI? I would say is yes.
The glazing's unreal, dude. Glazing, Indian glazing, dude.
The pain would show up in performance at some and if it won't. It's everybody in the middle, this table here. Would you guys like?
Yeah. Gal, you're next. My name is Dusan. I'm a huge basketball fan.
Thanks.
And I have leadership.
Just say you're a Jew, dude.
You're a player. Tell them.
Yeah.
You used to be a player.
Yeah, I'm from Serbia, so.
Yeah, they
you had
definitely
few
play
players
basketball,
there,
yeah.
So, leadership question. You took over Mavs, and they were a losing team, right? What was the hardest team in getting to the championship?
And I had this big tall guy.
Dude.
Works that way. I here Willie gave.
Can I get some insight?
Yeah. So fifth team them. Get out of his house. So hard. 37.
Sometimes we say we tell the entrepreneurs.
But was I wouldn't be sitting here today. Look, I get way to do well. I don't care what anybody's do it again. Yes. Relentless. That takes luck.
One political question.
Brett.
So I have one business question, one political question. I think we met right after Trump got elected.
Conferences are never productive. There's never been a productive conference ever.
And you were fiercely anti-Trump.
Yeah.
What's your view now?
I haven't changed my view.
What do you think the answer is then?
Where do you get your ideas from, Mark?
In 24 and drive more unity and
I would vote for a ham sandwich over him. I've known the guy for 20 some years. I can tell you story after story after story. Now, a lot of people obviously don't care, right? It's not about his personality, but he doesn't care about anybody either. And I think that's the key. He doesn't care about this country. I really don't think so. Now, a lot of people disagree, and I'm not going to argue with them, and everybody, is entitled to that perspective, but I know the guy, right? I've talked to him. Like I said, Joe Biden could actually die, and I'd still vote for him.
Wow.
Now, I know that's going to go everywhere, right? And it'll get picked up.
Very important, very good one.
But
I'm gonna remember that one's gonna stick with me. That was very edgy. That one's gonna stick in my craw.
I'm just not a fan of. Now put somebody else in there, one of the cool parts about the primaries is 17 states have open.
I know this one's gonna go everywhere. Video with 69 views, 4 of which are from us.
Primaries. And so you don't have to vote based off of your political affiliation. Like I'm an independent, I'm more fiscally conservative, more socially liberal. And so I don't belong to either party. I don't really relate to either party. I hate party politics, period, end of story. I wish both parties would disappear. The country would be in a much better place. But in Texas and others, New Hampshire, if you're independent, you can just go vote for whoever. And so in Texas, I'm probably going to vote for Nikki Haley or, I don't think Ron DeSantis, but probably Nikki Haley. Not because, now, will I vote for her in the election if she's the candidate?
You guys are so smart.
That remains to be seen. But that's how much I don't like Donald Trump as a candidate.
You guys are so smart.
I also read that you said that you're against the two parties, the two big parties. I got to say, from the other end of the spectrum, in Israel, there's so many small parties. Yeah. I wish we had less parties because I think this really opens like a lot of
well, it's different. It's a lot of difference because trying to create, and I don't know Israeli politics all that well, but trying to create the coalitions make it interesting.
But I want to know beforehand what's the coalition going to be so I can decide if I want to vote for you or not, and then.
Yeah,
every system has its challenges.
Yeah, for sure, right? There's no perfect system, but it is just all about power. And people put power over country. People put, keeping their job over everything else. And that, Lindsey Graham, the world's going to hell if Donald Trump gets elected. Oh, hi, Donald. How, Ted Cruz, your wife is ugly. Oh, I love Donald Trump, right? It's just insane, but
just insanity.
And look, it's no different in Israel. It's no different around the world. People just want to. Once you get a taste of that power, you want to retain it. And I'm a big.
Mark, question: Would you run for president? No, but maybe. No, but maybe.
Fan of ranked choice voting, where you can vote for your top 5 selections or top 3 or 4, depending on the version. And if the person who's your number 1 choice doesn't get more than 50%, that gets stricken, and your number 2 vote gets those votes. And the result of that is you don't get the extremes.
No, to quote Groucho Marx, I wouldn't want to be part of any country that wants me as president.
That we see now in the primaries.
Mark, you're so funny.
So if you look at Alaska.
Mark, you're so funny.
At, Maine, the senators there, they were senators, Republican senators who voted against Donald Trump. Because with ranked choice voting, they weren't going to get primaried by, just enough turnout from Republicans who love Trump. The system just works better. So that's what I prefer to see.
So I'm not sure how can I move from Trump to crypto. So I will try. I know that you believe in crypto. I know that you are busy with crypto. I know also that you got scammed in crypto. But my question is, what needs to happen that the United States will not give up on leading the crypto ecosystem?
Wait, say that again?
What needs to happen that the United States of America will not give up on leading?
This audience is stacked.
It's going to happen no matter what.
It makes sense because nobody knows this thing happened. 70 people watch this. So it kind of makes sense. But dude, this whole audience is just stacked with retards. There's no interesting people on here.
It doesn't happen in the United States.
Nobody cares.
With the I do believe that there are applications that are unique to crypto that aren't mainstream yet, but there will be some that come along, right? I'm disappointed in crypto because we haven't seen that one application that grandma wants to use have significant future.
Well, we're hitting the hour mark, so we'll do
Very
one more and we're done.
So first, thank you for the support for Israel. It was very strong to feel that you support Israel that way. So, thank you. My daughter is 10 years old, and she watching binge of Shark Tanks. Now, are you, both of you, this is a question for both of you. Do you see this as an impact kind of show? I'm not kidding. I mean, educating young generation about what it means to build companies, because she's asking 20%.
Wow. You've like combined
So
Woody
do you have
Allen.
this kind of feeling that you have this responsibility? It's
Oh,
not
I'm
just
trying to figure
dancing
out who
with
it is.
stars.
You couldn't
it's
help but
really
make it.
something that can deliver a message.
Prize. The Nobel Prize for Best
For me,
Guy
it's,
goes to us.
It's more about the people that have
This
a
is what
dream
no one
and
can
haven't
say.
done the dream. So, I mean, I've said the show in Israel is in its 4th season, not like here. And this show takes time to mature. You see great investments. We don't see great investments. We see okay investments. But all of the entrepreneurs here, you know, that on the day
Yeah, for some reason, nobody in Israel comes up with a great idea. Well, we came up with this idea called a VPN. That was funny. There's a Molvad VPN, and Molvad is a Jewish company. But the icon is mole. But it was so funny because there was ads on every subway station, and it's like, in this time, it's more important than ever to have privacy when you post your opinion and your idea. And you're on the subway system in New York City, and just pictures of moles everywhere, and you know it's a Jewish company, and you're thinking about the tunnels. So funny, dude.
Don't quote me on this, yeah. But on day-to-day life, I see better deals. And part of the problem is also the format doesn't
Israel's a
allow
ton
them
of
to-
tech ball. Yeah, but that's not real, dude. They can't make anything. It's like subsidized. It's subsidized or stolen. They can't actually make anything. They do have tech, but it's not like it wouldn't have happened without welfare and without what non-Jewish people making it. Their biggest invention is the soda stream, which was purchased from a British person in like 1900s or the 1800s. So they don't make anything. They subsidize stuff. They know how to make stuff. You know, company structures, but it's not really them. It's just welfare.
to ask for more than $1 million. And if you're an amazing company, you know your valuation is more. And I don't want like a friction of 1% because I'm a shark. I want to be significant. So this model kind of creates a problem, and really great companies like the ones we see all day don't want to come. So I always see myself as talking to your daughter or to people in the periphery of the country or to people who have a dream and don't dare, not just to the entrepreneur in front of me. So like if we tell them you should have written, provisional. So I'll say, wait. Let's discuss it. Mark, why do you think he should have written a provisional? You know, why do you think he should have asked it? What's the right time to do that? And we start having a discussion because I always think about the people that watch it from home. For me, it's more the people in the periphery of the country that have a dream, not the kids, but also the kids. I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way, right? We get some really stupid companies that pitch. Fart candles.
Yeah, but then like something like potato parcels, successful.
Yeah, there's always going to be something that's screwy, right? But we had this one company on back when called Tail Lights, right? And there was this guy and his niece who's probably 16 years old then. And these tail lights were just like these logo things that would light up. And he thought it would be so cool for teenagers to put these things on the pockets, their back pockets of their jeans, their tail, right? And when they would walk around, they would light up, tail lights. And so I go to the 16-year-old daughter. I go, now remember, she's there with her uncle on national television. I'm like, would you wear that on the date? She just did everything but cry to not answer the question. So, still though, that company made it on Shark Tank. That company has been seen by millions of people. And if that guy can come on there with tail
What did I miss, dude?
lights, if fart candles can come...
Dude. I can't believe I missed that insight. What a wild time. What are the Goodfellas up to? I like the Goodfellas. These are retarded people. Big fan.